inspire them, when you give them a workable path that will change these balloons. Damn it! I hate that shit.
Wes Watson is a spiraling, delusional, and now racist alpha male at this point.
JoJo. I bet you understand what JoJo looks like, you guys. JoJo the monkey. The jumping around monkey man. Monkey JoJo. Yeah, jump around monkey. Don't give a
He's spending all his time having meltdowns on social media and crashing out because he's getting called out for scamming desperate fans that buy his overpriced fitness and business courses and coaching programs out of tens of thousands of dollars.
How much for the elite program? $6K a month, $40,000 for the year, $15,000 for 3 months, $25K for 6 months. There's no way you won't be making bank as a coach if you do the elite program.
He's been exposed for providing very basic cookie cutter information that helps absolutely no one.
So I had reached out to Wes when I had about 12,000 followers. I was brand new to the game, and I wanted to help monetize my passion for helping others. So I hit him up. I say, Wes, what's all included? He gives me this big breakdown of all these promises, client acquisition funnels, all this other bullshit. So I send him the 3,000. What do I get in return? An 1,800 calorie meal plan. That's it.
Or just getting money from these guys and running off with the bag, completely ghosting them and never providing any real service.
Wes Watson scammed me for $6 grand last night. He sent a bullshit portal for the first one. I sent the money, and then quickly he hit me. He was like, it's not gonna come through. Send the Zelle. I sent the Zelle. So he had a Zelle and other payment from me. It ended up tapping me out. And then when I'm asking for it back, and I don't ask for shit back really. When I'm asking for it back, he blocks me like a bitch. Who's blocking a grown man? What are you scared for, Wes?
And he's been spiraling like this for almost a year now, literally spending just as much time crashing out as he does selling courses online, maybe even more.
The guy used the word gadooshing. The guy said that they're on their gadooshing. Yeah, that's the real scenario. That's real close to your life, stupid. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. They want to be all up in your personal lives. Why? Because theirs suck bad. So they're like, hey, what is that? Is that a new girl? Ah!
Which is hilarious because Wes reminds me a lot of Marvin from Fresh and Fit.
You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again.
These guys prop themselves up as examples of what an alpha male is supposed to be. You know, stoic, calm, in control of their emotions and everything around them, and able to overcome and maneuver through situations to success. But these two guys are the most emotional, out of control, crybaby ass alpha males I've ever seen in my life.
Don't send me videos that they make about me. Do you understand? I am massively famous. If you just sent me videos that some loser made about me all day, you would just send me messages all day because I'm at that level.
And Wes just keeps getting worse. After losing his primary IG account where he makes all of his money, he proceeded to go on YouTube Live where he just had a meltdown. He had a racist crash out, calling people in his chat monkeys. Then he randomly started talking about UFC fighters, calling them pussies and saying him and his homeboys would handle them.
They're only good in the ring. People I know will not accept a loss, okay? If a pro fighter did his jujitsu on him, then the guy's gonna come back and duct tape his family.
It's crazy, but I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
We're going 50-50. You know, it's really only the urban folk who talk about going 50-50. It's never white guys. It's never not even Mexicans. It's literally like they have such a bad reputation for having no father present that they want a to take care of them. They really want another mother because most of the urban folk, their dads weren't around. Went out for Newports and they went out for a 40 and they never came back. And I don't give a you guys, straight up. I don't give a about calling it how it is because it's up to you guys who don't like that your people operate like that to change the narrative. But all these urban speakers online are still saying 50-50.
Urban folk is such a crazy term. We know exactly who he was talking about. He's talking about black people. And I have no clue what dating coaches or shows he's talking about that are demanding 50-50 out of relationships. He's just talking out of his ass. Everything he's saying is steeped in racism and stereotypes. From urban folk, which is, again, just a crazy term, to black people not having fathers because their dad went out to get malt liquor and never came back. It's just crazy and lets you know how he really feels about black people.
Your mama paid for you because your daddy wasn't around. So now you're looking for another mama to pay for you. Straight up. Urban folk, yes.
It makes no sense what he's talking about black men demanding to be taken care of by women, but no other race does. I think men of all races want the same thing from relationships these days, which is a partner that's going to contribute to their life in some way. I don't know why he's hung up on the 50-50 thing and then blaming that on black people not having fathers. It's just weird. But again, that's who Wes Watson is, and that's who a lot of these alpha males are. They're all kind of racist against anything that's not white with superiority complexes.
Butter on your head and on your ashy knees. She don't with you, bro. JoJo. I bet you understand what JoJo looks like, you guys. JoJo the monkey. The jumping around monkey man.
Monkey is crazy.
Like, nobody gives a about people like you, dipshit. A brickle real estate agent. Lives in the shittiest condo in SLS and gets stuck in that elevator all day. Monkey JoJo. Yeah, jump around, monkey. Don't give a I wish I could light up every word on these motherfuckers. Like everything, and not hold anything back.
Being so emotional about a chat that you're calling black people monkeys and just going straight racist. And what he meant at the end of that was even being mad that he couldn't go further by saying the N-word and just having a full racist crash out. It's disgusting that people like him have a platform and have thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of fans looking up to him and buying every word that he says. And it's just so crazy that he's so openly racist and not even trying to hide it anymore. But again, this is a man in a spiral, losing everything, starting with his Instagram, which was his bread and butter. And now he's just spazzing out.
You don't want to fuck with the wrong people. And the wrong people out here in the world are not pro fighters. You guys need to wake up. These are very big time squares. Pro fighters are the epitome of squares.
A lot of pro fighters are fighters because that was the only way to bring themselves out of the hood, the ghetto, or tough circumstances. They literally had to fight to feed themselves and their families, and they just made it to a place where now they're making a lot of money. In no way, shape, or form does that make fighters squares. And you're not lame because you play a sport or you're an athlete pursuing something.
They're like, come in the ring and I'll fight you. The people I grew up with and went to prison with, they don't give a fuck about a ring. They don't give a fuck if they're on camera. They don't give a fuck if they have to fucking live the rest of their life in prison. You will not beat them. They will not take a loss.
Bro is out here talking like he's in Sons of Anarchy or something.
Don't encourage anyone to run up to these pro fighters. Pro fighters are pussies, okay?
Calling pro fighters of any sport pussies is crazy, considering these are the guys that train and dedicate themselves for months at a time, get punched in the face and body repeatedly if they're boxers. And if it's MMA fighters, they go through even worse. These are people that put their lives on the line every time they step into a ring or octagon.
They're only good in the ring. People I know will not accept a loss, okay? If a pro fighter did his jujitsu on him, then the guy's gonna come back and duct tape his family, okay?
Alpha males literally sell people on the idea of improving yourself, getting in shape, going to the gym, getting trainers, learning how to box so you can defend yourself and your woman, so you can be confident, etc. Now he's saying that people that fight for a living are pussies and because they fight for a living is just dumb. You take any combat sport of just about any weight class, a 135-pound guy is going to dominate somebody like Wes and his meathead friends that are too slow and out of shape to actually defend themselves. Somebody like Mighty Mouse or Tank Davis would torture Wes Watson. But what he's talking about is the whole Nicky Santoro mentality from Casino.
Beat Nicky with fists, he comes back with a bat. You beat him with a knife, he comes back with a gun. And if you beat him with a gun, you better kill him, because he'll keep coming back and back until one of you is dead.
But that has nothing to do with anything that an MMA fighter could do to a guy like Wes Watson.
You guys live in a fantasy world where pro fighters aren't the biggest squares on the planet. UFC fighting is gay. Like all that shit, like MMA fighting and all that shit is for people who never really were in fights. Like they never whooped ass their whole life. So they're always like, I'm gonna train and fight. Like, I've always just handled shit very easily. I never had to think about fighting because I always just extinguished the problem however I had to. So the point is like, that's for people who like never could really fight. They had to go learn to fight.
People that never learn to fight get beat up by people that learn to fight. Trust and believe me.
There's a difference between fighters and violent people. You should really stay away from violent people because it doesn't matter how good you are at fighting when they want to take it to the level. They'll take you out. And so there's a huge difference here. You guys have it all misconstrued. Fighting is some weird sport shit that is all these people do, and it has nothing to do with violence because a violent person will end your life.
And people that would be some of the most violent people in the world actually learn to channel that and put it into athletics, sports, whatever it is. At the end of the day, Wes is flailing. His reputation is kind of a joke online now. He's been exposed for scamming and grifting several times. He's having crash out after crash out. His racist colors are starting to show. He's now getting banned on platforms and people are just getting hip to who he actually is. I mean, we'll see what happens as the spiral continues. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.